Jules, let's step away from the day-to-day and let's remind ourselves there is a World Cup that is going to take place in what? Less than 48 hours?
Incredible. It's just there. It's like we're almost there.
I'll be going to the opening game, Qatar against Ecuador. So we thought in this first segment it might be fun to talk a little bit about who are the favorites.
Yeah, and let's do a little preview without being like a too full-on preview.
Yeah, and we're not going to do a
like
boring group-by-group thing where people
Exactly.
switch off because, Morocco, whatever. No.
I want to know who you fancy. Who, for you, maybe you pick two countries who you think have the best chance to go all the way.
I will very easily do that. I will pick Brazil.
Yeah.
And I will pick... I would have picked France, but I cannot get over this, that lightning cannot strike twice. Like, Didier Deschamps cannot be Forrest Gump 2 World Cups in a row. Can't happen. So I'm going to pick Argentina as my alternative. But with the caveat, the best team almost never wins the World Cup.
Yeah, maybe. However, I would argue that you two are very big favorite, and I completely understand your picks. I would certainly have picked one of the two in Argentina, who I think will beat Brazil in the semi-final as they can face each other. They've both finished first in their group. I will pick France, of course, because as you said, it's really rare to win back-to-back World Cups. The last country to do it was Brazil in 1962, to show you how hard it is. And if you actually
Italy did it in 1934 and 1938,
that
of
was
course.
even before. And even if you look at the last 3 World Cups, the holders crashed out in the group stage every single time. So there's a bit of that curse. However, I think that Deschamps is going back to a very more solid team, much defensive-minded. And you know what? You win World Cup with your defense, not with your attack.
You know what? I would dispute that. And obviously he did it last time, and it worked. It's just that I cannot wrap my head around logically why club football should be so different than international football. Club football, the best teams generally take the game to the opposition. We say it almost every week on the show. Why should national team football be different that way? I'm not saying it can't work.
No, but
just trend-wise,
you need more. You have more time at club level to work on your daily patterns and organization and everything with club, especially for this World Cup. It's an 8-day preparation. It's very short to put everything you want in place, and it's easier, as we always say, to have a very solid defensive organization more than fancy attacking football.
I think that's why, for me, I can't look past Brazil as the best team in the World Cup. They may not win it because, like we said, but Brazil play like a club side. Tite's been there since 2016. I think that matters. There's a tremendous team ethos in it. We've talked about Deschamps' qualities of being a great man manager. I think Tite has that in spades, maybe even more so because, of course, he didn't ban his best center forward from the national team for many, many years. So I think they have that. The one that interests me, though, is my other favorite, Jules, is Argentina.
Yeah.
Because Lionel Scaloni is on this incredible run. I think we're seeing a different Messi as part of the run. In other words, not a Messi that has to carry the team the way it was under Sampaoli. I do wonder, though, in the end, is this run a bit deceptive?
I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. And I don't think even it's about if it's deceptive or convincing. It's just that they don't know what it is to lose anymore. And I think you go in the mindset when you approach every single game, whether it's Copa America, qualifiers, World Cup, friendlies, finalissima, anything you want, in a way like we can't lose here. We haven't lost. Nobody can beat us. And I do think that they've got an easy group, if you want, where they're going to go from strength to strength to be ready for the last 16 and the quarterfinal and the semi-final. And I really believe Argentina. And Messi is in such great form.
Yeah, see, this is where I paraphrase Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
True.
I need to know I've picked 2 teams. I need to know your other team. You mentioned France.
Yeah, France is the first one. And for the second one, I just don't think outside of those 3 there's one outstanding candidate. But I would go for Spain. We both like Luis Enrique. We're big fans. It's a team that is not perfect. I give you that, especially in terms of who's playing up front and everything. I just think they can create the surprise, and the more momentum they will get, the more they will advance. I think the better they can be and get that confidence that we saw, for example, against Italy in the semi-final of the Euros, which is a game that they could easily have won.
Yeah, no. As I said about the Euros, I thought Italy deserved to win the Euros, but Spain deserved to win that game, if that makes any sense. You know what? We love Luis Enrique. I think it's fair to say we don't understand
Not always.
Luis Enrique.
That's true.
A lot of his choices, it just seems weird the way he's always moving the team around. I'm a big Oyarzabal fan. Obviously, he's out with some hope that he might come back for the World Cup. Not there, but it really feels like nobody is essential
No,
in
but
Luis Enrique's mind.
isn't that their strength, maybe? It's that this team is all about the collective. It's all about that unit. And that might be good enough in a World Cup. Again, when we go back to basic on, they've got flaws. Of course, Sarabia hasn't played much and he will start this World Cup. Asensio, same. Morata up front. Then you've got Busquets in midfield. I'm not sure he can run anymore. And at this level, I'm worried. Defensively, to play with two left-footed centre-backs in Laporte and Pau, I'm not sure that's, again, how effective that is. However...
That's okay. If you only had Eric Garcia.
Oh, yeah, please, no, please. Please, no.
Don't get any ideas, Lucho.
Please. But I'm wondering if the collective strength that comes out of that squad, and it's very much Lucho's plan, is like, it's us against the world, maybe it might work.
It is fascinating. It's fascinating. Look, we say that Luis Enrique is a guy who does not give a flying you-know-what about anybody else. I know it's something we've used a lot. Oh, he marches to beat his own drummer. This is Luis Enrique. That is, I think, what makes him so fascinating. I think you can pay a price for it.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.